Callie was a young bard from Tribor. Having worked hard to hone her skills and finally earn a chance to play at the pleasing platter, she yearned to take her talents on the road, and so she set out to the west towards Neverwinter. Deciding that she could easily cut her travel time in half, she wandered off the long road and decided instead to cut across the plains towards the high road, and then north to Neverwinter. She could see the beautiful peaks of the Sword Mountains to her south, and the green tree line of Neverwinter Wood to her north, and thought herself safe. She traveled all through the day enjoying the sunshine and quiet of nature, until she grew extremely tired. She pushed onward looking for a spot to camp before coming across an old two-story house with a sign hanging from the doorframe. It read, "The Oaks Inn, Bed and Breakfast." She walked into the empty house and was immediately thrilled when she saw a grand and very ornate, but very dusty psaltery sitting in the corner. She smiled widely as she purchased a room from the gentleman at the counter. "May I?" she asked as she motioned towards the beautiful but neglected instrument. "Of course, he might enjoy that," the man replied, almost emotionless. She thought this was an odd reply, but her excitement overwhelmed her as she rushed over and began to play. The psaltery was in definite need of repair, but she enjoyed being able to play on such a rare instrument for a bit before being overwhelmed with exhaustion and heading up to her room. The room was very comfortable, and she fell asleep as soon as she lay down in the bed. Callie woke in the wee hours of the morning to the soft sound of the psaltery. It was haunting and beautiful, and completely in tune, unlike when she had played it earlier. Callie found herself very impressed with the skill of whoever was playing. She looked out the window and wondered who and why someone would be playing music in the dead of night. She simply could not go back to sleep while the music was playing. She finally decided she must ask whoever was playing the music to stop so that she could get some sleep. As she entered the dining room on the first floor of the inn, she saw a man seated at the psaltery in the corner. He was extremely handsome and dressed in a fine silk robe. With his thin mustache and slicked-back hair, he looked devilishly charming. The man looked at her and said, "Well, Callie, here you are. I have been waiting for you for a very long time." Callie was surprised that he knew her name, but felt enchanted by the tone of his voice. When she made no reply, for she was quite speechless, he spoke again. "Come sit with me, Callie." Unable to resist his friendly suggestion, Callie moved to the psaltery and began to sit next to the man. "Now, Callie, play with me," the man said as he began to play again. Callie felt a chill in the air and shivered. Unable to resist, she placed her hands on the keys and began to play a somber sonata together. As they played, they both faded out of sight as the music became softer and softer. At the last moment, before completely disappearing, Callie realized she had just played her final performance.